Now, in this session, we are going to see the time-independent Schrodinger's wave equation in the quantum mechanics of module 4. Now, we see the time-independent Schrodinger's wave equation using the wave function psi. What is a time-independent Schrodinger's wave equation? Now, we are going to set up a time-independent Schrodinger's wave equation. The general differential equation of a wave traveling in x direction with velocity u having a wave function psi is given by d square psi by dx square is equal to 1 by u square into d square psi by dt square. Here this is a general differential equation of a wave traveling in x direction with an initial velocity of u having a wave function psi. We have seen in the previous session the wave function psi denotes a particle. Now we are going to see the set up a time independent Schrodinger's wave equation. Now this is equation 1, this is a general differential equation. Now the general solution of equation 1 is of the form psi is a function of x and t is given by a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t, where a is the constant, k is a wave vector and omega is the angular frequency. So now we are going to start with this equation 1. And general solution of equation 1 is a function of psi is a function of x and t, which is equal to a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t. Now differentiating equation 2 with respect equation 2 twice with respect to t. It is d psi by dt is equal to a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t into differential. It is a function of dt, therefore minus omega t into I, that is I omega, that is minus I omega. So differentiating the first equation 2, we are getting here d psi by dt is equal to a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t is a function of time. So e to the power of I into omega, minus sign is there, so you get minus I omega. Now again differentiating this with respect to t, d square psi by dt square is equal to a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t into minus I omega whole square, minus I omega whole square. We know that I square is equal to minus 1. Therefore, you can replace this value of I square as minus 1. Therefore, you are getting d square psi by dt square is equal to minus omega square into psi. Because a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t is nothing but a psi from the equation 2. See here, you have got psi is nothing but a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t. Substituting this into this equation here, value of psi, a into e to the power of I kx minus omega t is nothing but psi. Therefore, here minus omega square here, because I square is nothing but minus 1. So, substitute equation 3 in equation 1. That means the value of d square psi by dt square, you are substituting this in equation 1. What is equation 1? We have general wave equation here. D square psi by dx square is equal to 1 by is equal to 1 by u square into d square psi by dt square. Substituting that into this, substituting the value of d square psi by dt square into the equation 1, you are getting d square psi by dx square is equal to minus omega square into u square into psi. Let this be equation 4. Now we have that omega is equal to 2 pi f. It is a general angular frequency. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, or we are writing as 2 pi nu, where nu is a frequency. That can be written as, nu can be written as c by lambda, or here u, c is nothing but a velocity, u is nothing but a velocity. So you are writing 2 pi u by lambda, where u is the velocity of the wave and omega is the angular frequency. So from this equation we are writing here as, rearranging the terms here, omega is equal to 2 pi into u by lambda. So instead of rearranging the terms, bring this u to this side. Omega square by u square is equal to 4 pi square by lambda square. So rearranging these terms, omega is equal to 2 pi u by lambda. You bring this u to down here. Omega square u square is nothing but 2 is nothing but here 2 pi whole square, that is 4 pi square, and lambda square. So it is lambda square. So this is equation number 5. Now here we know that as per the de Broglie's hypothesis, every moving particle is associated with a wavelength of lambda is equal to h by p. Now from here we can write here as omega square by u square is equal to 4 pi square into p square by h square. This we are substituting the value of lambda in the equation in this equation. You can see here in this equation lambda is equal to h by p. So h square by p comes over here. So we get omega square u square is equal to 4 pi square p square by h square, substituting the value of lambda in the previous equation. Now the total energy E is the sum of the kinetic energy and the potential energy. Therefore E is equal to half mv square is nothing but a kinetic energy and potential energy is nothing but V. So the total energy E is equal to half mv square plus V is the potential energy. So here multiply and divide by m, you are getting p square by 2m. Here in this form we are getting as multiply and divide by m to get in terms of p square. M square into v square is nothing but p square by 2m plus v. We know that p is equal to mass into velocity. So substituting, in order to make this term in terms of p, we are multiply and divide by m in this term. So p square by 2m plus v. So E is equal to p square by 2m plus v. Here rearranging the terms here, p square is equal to 2m into E minus v. Bring this v to this side, E minus v into, and this 2m comes here, 2m into E minus v. So we are getting p square is equal to 2m into v, E minus v. Now substituting the value of p square in equation 6. Here in this equation, substituting the value of p square. What is p square? 2m into E minus v. So substituting this p square into E minus v, we are getting here as u square, omega square by u square is equal to here 4 into 2, that is 8 pi square. M is as it is m by h square into E minus v. So how we are getting? We are replacing the value of p from Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. We have replaced lambda by h by p and taking the total energy as sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, taking the value of p, substituting the value of p into this equation, we will be getting this equation. Now here substituting the value of p square here, we are getting the same equation I have written here, omega square by u square is equal to 8 pi square m by h square into E minus v. Now substituting this equation in equation 4. What is equation 4? We have seen in the previous slide. Equation 4 is nothing but d square psi by dx square is equal to minus omega square by u square into psi. So substituting the value of that equation into this equation. So what you will be getting here? See here. Omega square by u square value you are substituting here. D square psi by dx square is equal to 8 pi square m by h square into E minus v into psi. So rearranging the terms here, bring this term to the other side of the equation. D square psi is a function of x and t into dx square plus 8 pi square m by h square into E minus v into psi equals to 0. This is a time independent Schrodinger's wave equation in one dimension because we have taken in x direction only. So this is a time independent Schrodinger's wave equation in one direction or one dimension which we have taken for our consideration along the x axis. So in the previous sessions we have seen that psi is a wave function and that is used in the setting up a time independent Schrodinger's wave equation. In this derivation we have derived an expression for a wave equation in one dimension which is moving along the x direction, which is a function of time. So this is the time independent Schrodinger's wave equation. Thank you.